Welcome to Kalos's Gaming Table. I am Kalos. Tonight we're going to talk about Stormvanger Assembly's Unlimited's SRM Loaded Recon Mech, the 30-ton JVM Javelin. Stormvanger Assembly's Unlimited had designed the Javelin as a recon mech with eyes to south of the Star League and Great Houses. It was relatively mobile, able to get in place, unload SRMs into target, and get out. At 2.33 million C-builds, or in game terms, 594 battle value, you can easily fit one in your force as a flexible scout mech. Stormvanger Assembly's lofty production and anticipated profitability came crashing down when Stefan Amaris murdered young Richard Cameron, kicking off the Amaris Civil War. Stormvanger Assembly's factory on CAF was destroyed in 2774, ending all production of the mech. Luckily, the Federated Sons had laid in a large request for them, so while there were no new javelins on the way, House Davian had them to use against the other houses during the First Succession War. As such, the Javelin is closely associated with the Federated Sons. The Javelin enjoyed numerous variants and upgrades, surviving the Four Succession Wars, the Clan Invasion, and even seeing continued use well into the Dark Age. The JVM 10N is armed with two Aerolite SRM-6 launchers, one in each torso. Each launcher has 1 ton of ammo to spew at the OPFOR. It has no longer range armament, but anything getting within 9 hexes of the Javelin can expect a world of hurt. The SRM-only loadout means that the Javelin is limited by supply chains, but 1 ton of SRM ammo can go a long way. 4 tons of armor keep the Javelin relatively protected, though it is still a light mech and needs to be used as such. Its short range and limited ammo means that it's not quite ready to hit above its weight. Its engine and jump jets give the Javelin a movement profile of 696, allowing it to get in, unleash a flurry of SRMs, and get out. 10 single heat sinks help keep the Javelin cool so long as it doesn't jump and fire both SRM launchers. The ideal use for the Javelin is to move in and hit units with cracked armor, looking to crit seek with its SRMs. In 2752, the Javelin 10A debuted. The 10A removed both of the SRMs, and in their place a single LRM-15 was added along with 1 ton of ammo. This gave the 10A a larger threat area, though it would have to contend with potential minimum range penalties. It has the same movement profile as the 10N and the same 10 standard heat sinks. It has less to worry about with heat, but it will suffer the same logistics issues as the 10N, namely once its missiles were depleted, it had no ranged armament. The Javelin 10F was released during the Succession Wars, and is the exact opposite of the 10N, namely, it dropped both of the SRM launchers and instead opting for 4 medium lasers. This gave the 10F the ability to function longer without resupply, but with only 10 heat sinks, it could run into heat issues quickly, especially if the Javelin had jumped to get a better firing solution. The Javelin 10P was released by the Federated Commonwealth in 3049. One of the SRM-6s was dropped, and to make up for it, 2 SRM-2s were added. It retained everything else from the Javelin 10N. One of the biggest refits for the Javelin chassis came from the Clan Invasion. In 3053, the Javelin 11F, otherwise known as the Fire Javelin, debuted. In place of the 2 SRM launchers, the 11F mounted 7 medium lasers. To handle the massive amount of heat generated by all those medium lasers, the standard heat sinks were upgraded to doubles. Alpha striking while standing still will still put you 1 into the red, more if you have moved. Depending on the target, you might want to hold off on alpha striking. If all the shots land, though, you're going to be doing 35 points of damage. That'll be a wake-up call for someone. The Javelin 11F's armor was upgraded to ferrofibrous. It also maintained the same movement profile of 696. From the FedCom Civil War, we got the Javelin 11D. It did not have any SRM launchers, and instead mounted 3 ER medium lasers and 2 medium pulse lasers, all tied to a targeting computer. To handle all that heat, it had 11 double heat sinks. To cram all of that hardware into its 30-ton frame, the engine was upgraded to an XL engine. In addition to all this hardware, a C3 slave was added to help feed targeting data to a mech with a C3 master. The 11D still had the same movement profile, 696. The Javelin survived well into the Dark Age. The Javelin 12N was a true return to the classic Javelin, with 2 SRM-6 launchers and a ton of ammo for each. The engine was upgraded to an XL, and gave it a bit of a speed boost, making it now an 8-12-8 movement profile. 10 double heat sinks helped keep the 12N extremely cool, one might even say heat neutral, even when jumping the full distance. I don't have much experience playing the Javelin in either Classic Battletech or Alpha Strike, mostly because there hasn't been a plastic one available. That's going to change with the Battletech Mercenaries Kickstarter and the Battletech Inner Sphere Recon Lance. Once that is released, you'll finally be able to get a plastic Javelin. I'm looking forward to getting it, especially since so many of the Lance packs from Catalyst Game Labs skew a lot heavier. Javelins are a common light mech found in Harebrained Scheme's Battletech video game, though the most common one I see is the 10A. It's also funny that I don't remember running into any Federated Suns forces, yet everyone seems to have a 10A. The 10A is especially annoying because I never see it. I just get hit from long range by flight after flight of LRM-15s. The OP-4 faster mechs close the distance, spart for the artillery, and then the LRMs come flying in. If you're looking to pick up a Javelin, right now the only place to get one is through Iron Wind Metals. However, as the Battletech Mercenaries Kickstarter continues to fulfill, you'll be able to get the plastic version in the Inner Sphere Recon Lance. I'm certain at that point you'll be able to pick up the Javelin individually from online retailers like Ares Games and Miniatures and Fortress Miniatures and Games. I hope you're digging my videos. I'm having a lot of fun making them, and they help remind me of some of the great mechs from TRO 3025. If you are enjoying my videos, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and comment below. If you want to help the channel out, enter in a spot to do so. You can also donate to the channel via Ko-fi, link below. This will help allow me to get better equipment and also purchase things to review. Thanks in advance. In the end, the Javelin is a solid light mech, flexible variants to fit different roles and playstyles. It's inexpensive and can easily help ride out any lance, skirting around the battlefield until it can jump in and light up the OP-4. Should things get dicey, it could jump away to cool off. 1 ton of ammo per SRM launcher might not sound like much, but that's still 15 shots per launcher. Put a 3.5 pilot in the cockpit, you can crack open some damaged armor and start shredding those juicy internals. Do you like the Javelin? Is it an annoying light mech you hate seeing, or is it a must-have in your intro tech or even later era forces? What's your favorite variant? Have you made any custom Javelins? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.